State's quarterback, I think he led him in carries last week. Was it
Yeah,
more,
he did.
was it true run or was it a lot of scrambling?
Both. Design zone read, where he can read your edge and keep it, and then they have quarterback draw, and then he has the ability to run on his own, scrambling. But very mobile.
Do you also have to convey to the defensive lineman, he'll hang on to the ball too for like 4, 5, 6 seconds. Like there's sacks to be had, or he doesn't get rid of it quickly.
Yeah, I mean, you're always talking about the launch point, like where he is in the pocket on certain plays and what your angles are to him. Obviously, as a D lineman, you're not counting, when you're rushing, so you're just trying to get there. But the biggest part of it is just, your leverage on him and certain plays. Is it 3-step? Where's he going to be? Is it 5-step? Where's he going to be? Is it 7-step? Where's he going to be? Is it a sprint out where he's leaving the pocket? So just understanding those things, and some of them, by formation, you can get some tendencies on at times, and sometimes you can't. You just got to play.
What kind of style is their 3-4 defense?
They don't pressure a lot. They're going to bring their boundary player. They're going to bring their field nickel. Sometimes they're going to bring their Mike and Will. It's more 4 or 5-man rush stuff. Now, obviously, they have the ability to bring more than that, but on average, they're bringing a 4th or 5th with what they do. More zone defense than man. Some teams like West Virginia will have a ton of different coverages, and these guys don't have as many. But they're trying to eat up blocks, with their inside 3 guys, their nose and their 4 eyes, and let their backers run to the football. They play pretty soft coverage and keep things in front and tackle well. So it's not really a bend but don't break. I mean, they do enough where they're moving around. But it's similar to App's defense. He came from App, so it's very similar to what they do.
How did Myers and Lewis come through the week?
Steph's great. He's practicing. He really looked good. We were careful with him on Tuesday, and he practiced yesterday. And today. Jacoby will be a game day deal. He's trying like heck to get back, and he ran last night, and he'll run again tonight, and every day he's gotten better. So we're hopeful. He's hopeful. We'll just have to see how he feels on game day.
So you're sounding pretty optimistic as far as Steph?
Oh yeah, he's going to play.
Okay. Griffin was able to play some, but is he where you want him to be? Is he where
he's getting there?
He's going to be?
Yeah. So he didn't practice for maybe 20 of the 25 practices we had in training camp. And so he got out of shape. We were talking about it yesterday. Your physical fitness is like money. It's hard to earn and easy to spend, and that's how it is. He was out. He was in great shape coming into camp, and then he had 20 days of inactivity, and so we just didn't want to give him everything at once, and then all of a sudden you have a hamstring pull. So last week he got some. This week he'll get more. He's back on some special teams units now too. So his rep count will go up each week as long as he continues to get better.
You made the decision to go to a 4-2-5 a few years ago, and there's always a perception with the 3-4 scheme that it's hard to get high school kids to buy into being nose guard. That was always been the recruiting perception. But do you see more 3-4s happening in college football now? Maybe it's the Nick Saban influence, or
you do in some conferences.
Or 3-3-5 in some teams.
I mean, I just think it's the preference of the head coach and what they're used to. I mean, our league, you see both, obviously. You see a lot of 3-4 in the SEC, as you watch film, and a lot of those 3-4 teams are playing 4-2-5 defenses, and they're moving their fronts, or they're changing their fronts. Wisconsin does that as well. But I think it's just a philosophy. For me, it's always been 4 down. It's what I'm used to. It's what I know, and it's kind of where I cut my teeth in football. The 4-2-5 we feel allows us to match up on skill better and play, with some of the route concepts and the receiver skill that we have in this league.
When you get through a first game, there's always sort of a checklist of, okay, we got it. We see what we can do on this. Now we have to figure out how to get this better.
Oh yeah.
How much work or progress do you think you made in that regard this week in practice?
Well, we'll find out on Saturday. I mean, we talked about the things we want to get better at. Obviously we want to run the football, a better average. We want to play better on first down to create better third down opportunities offensively. Defensively, we want to do a better job, on third downs with the scramble game that we saw. And, on special teams, obviously we want to have 0 penalties in the game, make all our kicks, and just continue to get better with some little detail things. And the biggest thing you want to see is these young players. We had 19 guys play in their first college game, and they were nervous, to see them play with more confidence now that they've been out there.
You had 2 guys last year, Chubb and J. Sam, who had juice, for the lack of a better term. on the sideline, the energy while they're playing, a little swag to them. Do you
Yeah.
see some obvious replacements in that category on the field, guys who get their teammates going?
Yeah, from a leadership standpoint, I think Jermaine does that with the defensive guys. I see Nick McLeod doing that. Those two guys in particular are very vocal on the defensive side. On the offense, Bradbury's been really good in that role. He has no problem calling guys out and trying to fire guys up. He's been great. You know, Ryan's more quiet and his approach with that. But you definitely can feel that with Garrett, and he did it on at practice on Tuesday. So, I mean, that's what you want. And then you got some young guys, I think, that, you know, last year I thought our sideline guys did a good job just trying to get the crowd up, you know, and so we got to get better at that too.